Cougar Sports Saturday.
It's complete. Another touchdown!
Cougar Sports Saturday. A presentation of KSL Sports.
Left wing for three. He got it again!
BYU Sports Talk by Cougar fans for Cougar fans. Here are your hosts, Mitch Harper and Matt Baiamonte. On Utah's legacy home of the Cougars. KSL News Radio, 102.7 FM and 1160 AM.
Hour number 2 coming your way on the Cougar Sports Saturday. And look, I argued hard to talk hoops all day long just because I am over the moon at the possibilities of this BYU basketball team. But Mitch shot me down. He wanted to. No, I'm kidding. Look, we gotta get some football in here too. Like hoops in some ways, Mitch, is overshadowing football.
Yes,
but football is right around the corner, and we're starting to get a little nuggets here and there. There's some national outlets dropping some power rankings. There's leaks in the college football game with covers, which that was thrilling.
Can we talk about that? Let's talk about that. College Football 25, the video game, EA Sports. If you squint hard enough, Matt, you can see that stretch wide, the BYU helmet in the cover.
Who and what graphic designer decided to go with the navy blue helmet? Like, we couldn't have went with the royal blue. That was my only beef. I'm like, hey.
Wasn't it royal?
No, I thought it was navy.
Oh.
It looked navy to me.
Oh, maybe I'm
look
just
that
colorblind.
thing up right now. I mean, maybe I'm going colorblind. I actually get my eyes checked, but I thought that was the navy, like the Jaron Hall at Baylor 2021 looking helmet. You don't think it was? You thought it was royal?
I thought it looked royal to me.
Okay, pull that thing up immediately, for heaven's sakes.
EA Sports College Football 25, there was a leak, as you noted. PlayStation said, we're done waiting. We want this cover released, and EA Sports wasn't even prepared for the leak. And I'm looking at the cover. It looks like it's royal. Is this going to be a case of the dress? Is it gold? Is it blue?
Oh, man, that's great. When does the gameplay come out? That's the next thing. Because there were a couple other leaks that came out, right? Wasn't there a screenshot of Notre Dame walking onto their field that looked
Yes.
Unbelievable?
It did. And I'm excited for this game. And,
I don't know how you get royal blue out of that, by the way. It looks like Donovan Edwards' jersey at Michigan.
One thing, can we agree on this? The NIL era has been a little bit of a pain for fans. I think eventually it's going to swing back, and roster retention and revenue sharing is going to be a priority. So high school recruiting and year after year having the same guys is going to matter once again. But with all that said, the NIL era brought us back the video game. And for that, I can put up with this madness every single offseason. And I look back on my comments. I actually dug this up this week when the portal was heating up in the NIL era and there was the rumors of no sitting out for transfers. And I said on this show, I love it. I love it. This is amazing. Jeez, I take that back now. Get back.
I was going to say, I think you would take that back.
I would, because get back to sitting out 1 year, because I think that would taper off a lot of this movement. But still, having the game makes it all worth it, because it is pretty awesome what we're going to see with this video game.
I cannot wait, man. That first night when we can download it, because the disc era is over, right? We're just doing digital downloads.
I think I might get the disc.
Stay up all night long, get the Baja Blast flowing, and check out every nook and cranny of this thing.
I agree. We might have to just broadcast our show, a simulcast on here on News Radio, but also on Twitch. We're just going to be
first. Can you imagine the bosses at KSL? What are the Cougar Sports Saturday guys doing? They're just playing NCAA football for 3 hours on the air.
We're going to be that guy that does his finger point. What's up, brother? Tuesday. Special teams, special players, special plays.
Oh, my goodness. Jeez.
The video game, though, will be fun. And I think it is, honestly, I bet if you polled some Cougar fans out there, I think, the millennial BYU football fan, They probably say they're more excited for the video game than the season. Because right now, I will say, I mean,
I'm one of those people, sure.
Well, the thing is, Matt, I think that, we've talked about this a lot, and I think that this BYU football team has got the ability to maybe, spring some upsets.
Yeah.
I think it's tough to forecast them doing
anything special.
Right. And you don't have beyond this year something that you like foundational pieces that make you say, okay, that's our guy for 2-3 years or whatever it ends up being. Like, it just feels like you're going to go through a season, the quarterback play is not ideal, and like, what are you going to build off? Like, who's going to be kind of the faces of the program into the heart of Big 12 era for BYU? And I think that's where Cougar fans are just feeling like, man, I just don't know what to get a read on this BYU football team right now.
They came in 13th on a CBS Sports post Big 12 power rankings, and it's hard to argue with that just because do they have enough playmaking on both sides of the ball to win enough games to beat that projection? Because I think a lot of people look at BYU right now, myself included, saying 6 wins is going to be hard. And 6 wins, if you get there, that would be nice. But I think we can all agree as BYU fans, our expectations are higher than 6-6 and a mediocre bowl game. I'm not saying our expectation should be get to the playoff.
Yeah.
But I feel like a reasonable expectation BYU is, can you get 8 games, like consistently 8 games? And even that got stale. Remember in the Bronco era when it was 8-5, 8-5, and 8-5, and people were sick of it.
Yep.
And now you're like, hey, 8-5 sounds pretty dang nice. I know the competition is harder for sure, but yeah, it's hard. I'm cautiously optimistic that maybe there's a scenario that like hoops where they exceed expectations and players emerge and you have fun. It's just hard to see that. Though it was hard for me to see that with hoops and they did it, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. But at this point in time, it's just hard to see. Look, that could change with a 50-point blowout win in week 1, which that would be nice if it happens. But I think myself and a lot of BYU fans, Mitch, we need to see it first before we're ready to buy in.
You wonder, too, if, and I hate even saying this because my gut feeling is that it should absolutely not, but do expectations need to be lowered? Like, does BYU just need to be viewed as, at best, 6-6 until they actually deliver a special year in the Big 12? Because I feel like that's maybe what is reasonable right now. I do think long-term the defense is going to be better, and I think that it was noteworthy coming out of spring that Jay Hill felt confident in saying some of the best players in the program won't be arriving until summer, which is coming up this Monday when off-season summer conditioning starts going into effect. That was Jay Hill, the defense coordinator. So he's very excited about the future coming in to the program. But offensively, outside of Chase Roberts, LJ Martin, Reiner Swanson, like, what's getting Cougar fans inspired about that offense?
17-year-old freshman. Think about that.
The offense is, the heart and soul what BYU football is about, and it's tough right now to get inspired until, like you say with basketball, like until you kind of prove us wrong and show something completely different.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break, Mitch. On the other side, we got a football interview for you. The stalwart center, Connor Pay, back where he belongs. We'll talk with Connor next.